But our winner, comedian Rush Limbaugh. We know the shtick by now. It's being an on-air sadist, particularly against and towards women, who pleasures men who like to listen to acts of sadism. But his attacks on Georgetown University law student Sandra Fluke have crossed some kind of line, particularly when it comes to revealing his own sexual desires and preferences. Taking time out from continual references to men bending over and grabbing their ankles, Mr. Limbaugh today repeated his assault on Ms. Fluke, who was refused the right to testify at Congressman Iss's birth control hearing last month because she represented a case in which her group insurance plan did not include birth control because it was run by a Catholic institution, Georgetown. Thus, Ms. Fluke explained she and other students had to pay about $1,000 a year out of their own pocket for birth control. So Limbaugh first called her a slut.
What does that make her? It makes her a slut, right? Makes her a prostitute. She wants to be paid to have sex. She's having so much sex she can't afford the contraception.
Today, Limbaugh went further. He believes because Ms. Fluke wants insurance to cover some of her birth control prescriptions, he is somehow entitled to therefore watch her have sex.
So, Ms. Fluke and the rest of you feminazis, here's the deal. If we are going to pay for your contraceptives and thus pay for you to have sex, we want something for it. And I'll tell you what it is. We want you to post the videos online so we can all watch.
Thanks for sharing your fantasies with us, Mr. Limbaugh. But to get back to calling her a slut and a prostitute because she wants part of her birth control covered by insurance, by that definition, Mr. Limbaugh, if your wife, Catherine, has ever used birth control and did not pay for it 100% out of her own pocket, or if your previous wife, Marta, had ever used birth control and did not pay for it 100% out of her own pocket, or if your second wife, Michelle, had ever used birth control and did not pay for it 100% out of her own pocket, or if your first wife, Roxy, had ever used birth control and did not pay for it 100% out of her own pocket, or if your mother, Millie, ever used birth control and did not pay for it 100% out of her own pocket, by your own definition, Mr. Limbaugh, what does that make them? Rush Limbaugh, who may have called his own mother that name. Today's worst person in the world.